What's happening, everybody? So, big news on the GAA front. We are back and we have a date to start now, so I think it's looking like 20th of July. We're going to be back playing some matches, so it's exciting and I'm looking forward to it. So I guess in the next 6 weeks is going to be like a kind of mini training camp. We start as we mean to go on. So tonight, doing my meal prep, getting my meals ready for the week. So I'm going to take you through that and how I go about doing it, and hopefully I'll get some tips from it. And then tomorrow we're going to get into the gym session, just kind of talk through the program for the next 6 weeks and maybe some tips on how you could do your training over the next 6 weeks to get ready for the first fucking game. Okay, so down in the kitchen here now. First and most important thing you gotta do is get your plan for the week, so your kind of idea and your, I guess, your blueprint for what the week's going to look like. For me, I'm kind of fortunate I've got a really similar routine for the entire week, and I have my training planned out as well, so it's very easy to structure my eating around that. So basically, just a quick overview. I'm planning on training at 7 AM most mornings now, so what that'll mean is maybe getting up at around 6, getting a small kind of breakfast in around 6:15. I'm just going to go for like some oats and a bit of fruit in the oats, just a real light meal. And then after my gym training at 8:30, there's going to be a post-training meal. Most likely it's going to be like eggs and maybe a protein shake, something like that. And then I have some work to do for a couple hours, and then it'll be lunch at 1 o'clock, and lunch is going to be like a meat and some sort of rice or some sort of potato or carb. And then my dinner is going to be probably kind of early, but like 4:30. And it's going to be similar kind of style to lunch. It's going to be like a meat and a rice. And then whenever I'm home from my work at about like 8-9 o'clock, I'm going to have a snack and chill out. So I'm not doing my fasting anymore because my work hours have changed, so it's just not feasible for me anymore. But if I know I need to lose weight, I can go back to that. But anyway, that's the general plan. And then I've just kind of put out like a template of what the meals will look like. So first thing then you want to do is get all your kind of dishes and Tupperware. We had a load of these just lying about, which is kind of fortunate. Basically what I need to prepare this week then is my lunches and my dinners. My breakfast, I can do that in the morning, and the post-training I can do after training. I have time to do that, and I don't want to like fucking prep eggs. It'll taste like ass coming in the week. But I'm going to do my lunch and my dinner, so that means I have to prepare essentially 10 portions of meat and some sort of carb portion with it. Now I'm very fortunate that the folks at Healthy Kiev have reached out to me about possibly doing some work with them, but they've sent me some meals anyway. Sent me some really nice ones actually, so I've got a few of them left over from last week, so they're going to do me for the first 2 days. So I've got some sort of chicken curry, see that shit there, that one that kind of half opened. So they're going to do it for 2 days, and then the other ones I'm going to go for is going to be some chicken and some mince, and then my carb is going to be like one of these sort of style bags of rice and just different variations. I'm not fucking cooking a big bowl of rice because I think it's pointless when you can buy them for like 50p. I would rather do that and just use them fresh. Overall calories in it's going to be 3,500, so it's quite a bit of eating. So it's, to me, it's important to have this prepared because it can be hard to sometimes prep these meals and get enough in if you don't plan it out. So yeah. Okay, so first things first, you want to get your spice mix done up for like your chicken or your mince. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some spices into this here. So I've got some paprika here, firing it into this wee cup, about yay much. Get some garlic granules in, and then just a small bit of this 5 spice stuff. And then some of this aromat shit. So I'm going to do like half of the chicken in this here, and then the other half of the chicken just like peri salt, so it doesn't taste too boring. I'm keeping it really simple here tonight with it, and all I'm going to do is just take the breasts out, butterfly them, so I cut them down the middle, and then throw them in the oven and let them cook in the oven. And the mince, I'm just going to fry off half of it, so pretty simple and straightforward. So it is Monday morning, just getting some just getting some pre-training food in. So I've got some porridge with some strawberries and a little bit of coffee. So getting this in there about sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes before training. I'm going to chill out and I'm going to plan out my day. And we're going to get down and shift some 10. So we just got warmed up and ready to train. And these two things just emerged at the front door. No idea where they came from or who owns them. Never seen a horse around here before. This is a new start. Hello, friend. Yep, good. So we're so 10 on that is, now knows there's 6 weeks until the league starts or the championship starts. Do not go on first lift this week and try and put out the best training program ever. Start very small, build the blocks, do some like general training, and then gradually sort of go more towards that power training, that real match specific stuff. So we're going to do 2 or 3 weeks of like a GPP, general strength training, and then go into that more kind of power training or GAA specific stuff, I guess. I still don't know what the fuck. This is incredibly random, there's never horses here. So we're starting off there with some lower body work, doing some Zerker squats to start and a few exercises for the hips. Session of the week done there. So it was lower body focus, so done a Zerker squat paired up like a hip movement to start, going for higher reps with like 3 sets of 8, because say this is just kind of building the base for the work that's to come, you know, in the next kind of 3 weeks. Then done some RDLs for the hamstrings, some hip thrusts for the hamstrings and just the glutes, and then with them I was adding in things like farmers carries and ab rollouts, and then finished off with wee asymmetrics for the hamstrings and split squats. Today was day 1, although I've been training quite a bit. It's trying to remember, you know, view this as a process between now and whenever the season starts back up again, and don't think you can go out now in week 1 and do what you're hoping to do in week 6. You know, gradually build up to it. If you go too hard too soon, you'll probably risk injuring yourself, but also you might just fucking kill your buzz for it too if you go really hard at it first lift. So yeah, think about gradually approaching your training. But that was a really good session today. Gotta get home now and get some fucking grub. Okay, so back to the gym, got showered just immediately after training, just having a protein shake, and I had a banana as well, and then just for like my proper breakfast with a turkey bacon and some eggs. Finishing up a wee bit of work on the computer, and then I'm going back down to the gym here for a bit of work. But it's nice getting back into the proper routine. I think everyone's going to enjoy that now, getting back in the structure and back in the routine of training and eating good. You feel good to do it. So, home for some lunch. Just thinking today when I got back in the training in the morning, there is something really powerful and brilliant about training early in the morning and getting it done. Brilliant way to set up your day. And you have the rest of the day and the rest of the evening then to do what you want. One thing I have been wondering is like what way the new structure for like the championship is going to be, because I don't think like Irish and Derry has been decided. You know, is it going to be just like a straight knockout championship, or is it going to be like group stages? You know, like I think they have 10 weeks basically to run it off before the inter-county starts, but like, you know, will it be try and give teams as much games as possible by doing group stages, or will it be just like a fuck it, get it done, you know, a straight knockout? And which is going to be better? And like, if you win the championship this year, will people even recognise it, or will it be like that weird year? Interesting times. So, I'm guessing by now we've all heard that GAA is making a return come end of July, which is brilliant. I think it's motivated every player out there. It's motivated me a lot, just in terms of training and stuff, so it's brilliant. And I guess I wanted to put out a video just to give some advice on how best to prepare for that, in particular like your running training. I know that like your goal will be to get back to the pitch and be as fit as possible, as fast as possible, but like a goal like that is very vague. You know, it's hard to know if you're actually going to achieve that there. So I think actually a really good way to progress and plan your running is think about it in terms of numbers as opposed to like get as fit as possible. So what you should maybe try and aim to do is like aim to, like by week 6 say, or the week that your training starts, that you've maybe covered every week, you know, like 4,000 meters worth of running you've built up to that point. So, you know, like week 5 and week 6 you're doing 4,000 meters of high speed running, could be in the form of intervals or something like that. And you know, then if you can hit that stage of like say, okay, my body is used to covering this amount of ground, you'll know that whenever you go back to your first pitch session, it's not going to be a complete shock to your system, and you're going to be relatively well prepared for it. And your management will know as well, here we can put them through a decent bit of work because they've built up to this point. Versus what I think a lot of people will do is that you'll do like random running workouts and maybe random runs here and there, and like your total amount of running will just kind of randomly go up and down. There's no progression to it. Also, another benefit of that is, say you know, like week 6 I want to be doing 4,000 meters. 4,000 meters is just an example, but it's a number there. You can work back from that every week until where you're at now. So like, say you're saying 4,000 meters, you can maybe aim to progress that to 500 meters every week. Or maybe you started from a really good base, like you're doing lots of training and you don't need to progress it that much. It could be 100 meters, 200 meters. You know, so it shows you how to progress your training each week and how you can, I guess, add progressive overload to it, rather than again just randomly doing workouts or doing the same workout every week. So you can see progression each week in your training, which I think is really important. And then similarly along with that is like your sprint work. So, you know, you want to progress your sprint work each week. So you might say that by like the time you get back, you want to be doing 100 meters worth of acceleration based sprints in a total week, and you maybe want to do 60 meters of top end sprints, top end sprint training. And again, you work back from that every week, so you build up to it. So don't go out first lift and go, right, I'm going to go out week 1 and do 5,000 meters and I'm going to do 2 sprint sessions, because you end up fucking yourself up. You build up to it, but having an end goal in sight gives you the way to progress to that there. That's the first thing. Second thing is, and it's kind of on a similar vein, is that there will be a lot of people out there and you'll be tempted, if you haven't done anything up to this point, to like try and jump ahead to the end of the process and try and have the best gym program in place with fucking lots of jumps, lots of explosive activity. You'll want to do the best running program with the fucking weighted sprints and all shit like that there, all things with the bells and whistles. But really what I would try and get across is that at this stage now, if you haven't done much or you're used to being doing generic stuff, you still need to build up that base. Don't try and rush the process. So if you haven't done anything, think about building a strength base. Just do the general movements, spend 2 or 3 weeks on them where you're working from reps from 5 up to 8. You're doing the big compound lifts, you're trying to work your body in as many different movements as possible, like squat, hinge, carries, presses, pulls. With your running, start off like at an easy level for yourself and then just progressively build each week. Don't try and like jump ahead to what's going to be happening in week 5 or week 6. Your body will get there, but you have to trust the process with it. And I just know there'll be players out there that'll either be pressured into doing lots of running and gym training the next week or 2 and haven't built themselves up to it. So I guess it's just a message that you know that you have to understand this is a process and there has to be progression in place to get you to there, but don't rush it, just keep going with it every week and try and have things planned out. Or if that just sounds too confusing, I've read out a 6-week program that has running, gym, mobility, you fucking name it. So you could use that, it's on linked in my bio, but you could also do it yourself. I've given you the tools. So anyway, I hope that helps, and it's good that everything's coming back to normal now. There'll be a lot more kind of, I suppose, Gaelic specific workouts and running coming up over the next couple of weeks, so it's good. Share it around. Okay, so that is another episode of the vlog complete. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was useful for you, and I hope you take something from it. Subscribe, like the page. We're putting up more information now that we're getting more specific and more back into Gaelic, to be a lot more like Gaelic and Highland, I suppose, specific things. So subscribe and you'll get flooded with information. Okay, thank you very much.